What's going on, collective? Welcome back to my channel, and to those of you who are new here, welcome to my channel. This can't be life. So I actually want to talk to my Aquariuses real quick. Probably not. I got about 40 minutes to spare, and so I want to talk to my Aquas. Now, I've literally been on the move all day, which is per usual. I'm typically all over the place. Today, I feel like it's been extra. Like the on-go, green light all day, back and forth, up and down. It's been extra. I even filmed quite a few different times today. We're gonna use the inversion tarot. The inversion tarot. I haven't used this deck in a few days, but I want to use it today for my Aquas. And so I want to see what's the energies like for my Aquariuses. What's going on with my Aquas? I feel overwhelmed. Not me. I mean, it feels, the energy feels overwhelming. It feels like if I'm being honest, Aquarius, it almost feels, when I said not me, like, especially my reaction, the fact that I said that so quickly, that in itself may actually be the download. I think someone's in denial. I think someone's in denial, Aquarius. I think someone's in denial about the fact that they may have too much on their plate. Someone may actually be trying to overcompensate at work. This feels, it feels like someone is trying to overcompensate. Someone is trying to make up for the fact that something is lacking in their life, Aquarius. This shit feels specific, but it feels heavy. Like, if I'm almost at a loss for words, which is weird because I specifically felt the need to talk to Aqua. So how would I be at a loss if I chose this? I feel like someone is overwhelmed, and I think that they are in denial about being overwhelmed, or they just don't want to admit it. It's like if I admit it, it's almost like I'm admitting that I can't handle something. And I don't want to admit that. Someone doesn't want to admit that they may need help with something. Someone may also feel like it kind of feels like someone may feel out of place. Someone may feel out of place. You know, it's crazy because Aquarius, they're making me feel this. There's a couple together, physically together, but it feels like I don't want to overstep. I don't want to overstep certain boundaries with this person. For me, the reader, I don't know. I don't necessarily resonate with that, because I just feel like when I'm with someone, they have all access. There are no secrets for me. And this energy feels, Aquarius, like, I don't know if this is you feeling this way about someone that you're with, or someone that you're with feels this way about you. Someone doesn't want to pry, but it's because someone feels like someone's scared about what they'll find if they were to ask questions, or if they were to dig for information. It's that feeling of like, in Spanish they say el que busca encuentra. In Spanish, that's what they say, el que busca encuentra, which means if you look for it, you're gonna find it. Which, I mean, I guess it's funny, because I am an Aquarius sun, for those of you who are new here, and so I'm struggling with this right now, because so this may not even be you, Aquarius. This may be someone who, I'm tapping into someone who's dealing with you, because when I said that, like, el que busca encuentra, me, the reader, I'm feeling like I could look for something, and I better be there looking for 10, 15, 20 years and never find what I'm looking for. If we together, I better not find what it is that I'm looking for. Yo, that's some real Aquarius shit, which is cool, because I'm talking to Aqua, so we here, right? But it's almost like a dialogue playing out. I'm almost 8 minutes in, and I have yet to pull one card. The fact that I didn't really know how to put these things into words, I think that someone doesn't know how to approach you, Aquarius. I think that someone is very weary, being very cautious about how to approach you. I think that someone is aware, extremely aware of your boundaries. But it feels like I think they're worried. I don't know if this is someone worried if they're gonna be able to execute or to uphold something, like if someone's worried if they're gonna be able to deliver. They know your expectations. This is someone, whether romantic or not, this is someone that you've already made yourself clear to them. And it's funny, you know, because not for nothing, kudos to them, because it's like, as stern and as solid, as hard as Aquariuses can be, you've already laid the blueprint for these people, for this person. You've already told them, I'm not accepting this, or I'm not accepting anything less than this or that. And even though this person is a little concerned that they might do it wrong or might not be able to deliver effectively, efficiently, it's like, I'm gonna try this again. I'm coming back for Aquarius again. Like, we're gonna do this again. We're gonna try this again. I'm not leaving. I'm not giving up. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna figure this out. It's funny to me. I'm sorry. It's funny to me because it's relentless. It is relentless. And I'm again, the way that I'm picking this up is like someone's energy toward you. And you know, it's funny because this light energy of like lighthearted and like it's funny. It's really not funny, but it's like almost comical. Almost. I think that that's Aquarius's energy on this. Like, I think that Aquarius knows I am not budging on this. There's no way. I'm not budging on this. I'm not cutting the edges on this. We're not playing this game. Fuck what everybody else is doing. I am not playing this game with you. And it's almost like Aquarius is saying this to someone, and then this person runs along and tries to figure something out, and then comes back and brings something brand new to Aquarius, and it's like, it's this, and it's, I don't want to make it sound like something bad, because it doesn't feel bad, and it doesn't feel like Aquarius is doing this shit to be condescending or manipulative in any way. I think that Aquarius knows that this person refuses to give up. And I actually think that Aquarius is impressed even. It's like someone else might have been annoyed, or maybe even Aquarius was annoyed at one point, and then Aquarius realized this person is actually trying in their own twisted, fucked up, crazy, not necessarily ideal way. This person is trying, and so, you know, I don't want to. Who am I? Like, it's like, who am I to fucking judge this person on their attempts? It's almost flattering, which is weird. It's so, yo, this whole 11 minutes has been so weird. But it feels like, and you know, honestly, I'm honestly curious, is this person gonna figure it out? Does this person get to figure it out? The Horseman of Swords fell out, which is the page of the Knight of Swords. I'm sorry, the Knight of Swords, the Horseman of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands. So air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, and then fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It feels, this right here is what I've been speaking about, the back and forth, this together. Someone coming in, rushing in with their truths, with their solutions to something, or, you know, their version of something, and coming in passionately, and Aquarius being like, not quite. And you know, it's crazy, because I think, I'm almost curious if this person that's doing this, I think they're aware. Every time they come in, it's almost, yo, if you've lasted with me this whole 13 minutes, you're the real MVP. Because let me tell you, this shit is all over the place. It feels, Aquarius, like this person, every time they leave, they know that the offer they tried to hit you with wasn't going to be enough, because they're not even giving their full. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe, Aquarius, you realize that this person is not giving 100%. It's almost like this energy of like a teacher and a student, and the student is trying to like complete a project, but the teacher is aware. Like, the teacher knows the student's capabilities, knows like this student is capable of an A+. And so anything under an A+, the teacher is like, go back and fix that. Go back and try again. And this person, the weird thing is that this person knows that they're not giving their full potential. And I don't know why this person is not giving it. And I don't know that, Aquarius, if this resonates for you, I don't think you know entirely. I just think you know that they're not giving the full potential. I don't know that you know why. It's just, you know that they're not giving the full potential. I think that's part of the reason. It's almost like a game. Like, you guys are literally playing a game with each other. It's like, the crazy thing is that you guys may be playing this game together, or it may seem that way, it may come off that way. If you're in the position of like going back and forth trying to meet someone's requirements, someone's boundaries, or, you know, whatever the case is. If you're in that position of going back and forth trying to get something right, don't get so wrapped up in that you think that this will go on forever. Because the energy is making me feel like I'm here for now. I'm entertaining this for now. But in the event that someone comes in and the project is completed, they'll get the A+. I won't hesitate to give someone else the A+. Even though I know that this student, this person who's been back and forth, playing a game with their own potential even, or playing a game with their own happiness, even though I know that the first round they could have brought me that A+ material, they didn't do that. And I'm not cutting corners. Like I said before, Aquarius is not cutting corners for no one, not holding a spot for no one. It's like every man for themselves. Every man for themselves. That was a lot of fucking cards that just fell out. Two face down, and a fucking damn near a booklet face up, but in the reverse. So we're gonna run through this quick because this is gonna be really heavy. You know what's crazy? Because the way that the cards just fell out like that, it's almost like when this person comes back in, they do that. Like, they just like, here, this is my work, this is it. Instead of like presenting it, it's like, here. It's like that. That's funny that it came out like that. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Something is not balanced, collective. Queen of Wands in the reverse. This is someone who is extremely condescending, manipulative, selfish, and I'll go as far as to say this is someone who most definitely practices some form of like black magic or spells, shit like that. I did a live earlier today. The Queen of Wands came out and I spoke about this energy. And I spoke about how the Queen of Wands, even in the upright, a lot of times can come out and speak for me, the reader, as like the other person in a connection. So I don't know if this is someone who's running back and forth, Aquarius, between you and someone else. And they're bringing you what you, or how they operate on the other connection, like in the other connection. And when they bring it to you, it's not good enough. And I want to say that if this is the case, if that resonates, it's almost like because what works in the other connection, the lower connection, lower vibration connection, because it doesn't work with you, I think that's one of the main things that has this person coming back. Because it's like everyone else accepts this, the other person accepts this, why would you not accept this? Why? What is it about you, collective, that makes you different? Because something makes you different in their eyes, Aquarius. We got the Seven of Wands and it's in the reverse. Seven of Wands in the reverse. Seven of Wands is someone who stands their ground. And I think that whoever this is, this person that's been back and forth, I think that, hurry up, truck. I think that whoever this is in the Seven of Wands in the reverse, I think that this person has either given up. It could speak of this person giving up hope as far as the previous connection is concerned. So someone is pulling back their energy from a connection with a Queen of Wands in the reverse. Someone has pulled back their energy from someone that has been depleting them of their own energy. I hope you guys follow me there, because I'm 20 minutes in and this video has been like really all over the place. I don't know if anything is going to resonate for you guys. I think my aquas have that. You guys catch on fairly quick. And I think if I would have been talking to any of the other signs, I probably would have scrapped this video and try to break down these messages in a more simpler way. But I think for my Aquariuses, I think that you guys are good money. I shouldn't have to do that for my Aquariuses. 7 of Swords in the reverse. This is another 7. So 2 7s so far. 77. 7 of Swords in the reverse. This is someone, this is an energy of betrayal, but it's someone who's trying to... I spoke earlier about somebody trying to overcompensate for something. And it almost feels like someone may have betrayed someone else and later realized that in itself was a fucking huge mistake. They betrayed the wrong person. And now they're trying to make up for that. They're trying to make up for it. And whoever that person is someone that they haven't been in contact with, because we see the 8 of Wands in reverse as well. That's communication. So there is no communication between these two people. There is no communication and there is no movement. 6 of Swords is moving from choppy waters to smooth, calm waters. It's a transition card, but it's in the reverse. And so it feels a lot like you are not in connection with someone currently, and you're not in communication with someone. The Devil in reverse, Capricorn energy. It feels like someone is learning the extremely harsh truth or the extremely harsh reality of breaking toxic ties, breaking toxic cycles. Someone is currently learning or currently experiencing a breakthrough, so to say, excuse me. The Sun in reverse. Someone has been extremely unhappy. There's no way to spin this. This is extreme. This is like the Sun in the upright is the happiest card in tarot. In the reverse, it's someone who is miserable. 5 of Wands in the reverse. 5 of Wands is conflict, competition. And I think that ultimately, especially if someone was confused at one point, no matter who that is, ultimately someone is coming out of that confusion because they're coming out of conflict and coming out of this having to compete for something. Whether it's having to compete for someone's love or having to compete for someone's attention, it's going to be different for everyone. We got 2 cards that fell face down. And so typically this speaks of something that is unknown to someone. An energy of something that is unknown to someone. Excuse me while I put these cards away. I like to mix them up, even though I do shuffle them, but good. The truck moved. 'Cause I'm sweating in here. I can't believe how hot it is, and it's like November. This is crazy. Anyway, King of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. King of Cups in the reverse is someone who is... his emotions are all over the place. In the upright, a King of Cups, and he came out earlier, and I was actually boasting about how much I love the King of Cups energy. Because of that, because he's so secure, typically. In the reverse, his emotions are everywhere. He has no control over his emotions. He is overly emotional. He is sporadic. Even his actions are sporadic. Someone is frantic, and I think that someone may actually be scrambling because they know. I talked the first like 10-15 minutes of this video about someone who was back and forth trying to get something right, and every time they would bring something to Aqua would sit there and it's not good enough, my guy. It's not good enough. Come harder. It doesn't add up. And you know, it's funny because Aquarius is telling me I'm not doing this to be a bitch. I'm doing this because the disrespect needs to match the apology. You know, it's funny. Me the reader, I had a conversation with someone not too long ago, about a month or so ago, probably a little over a month. Anyway, I had a conversation with someone, and I told them, you can't, and I've said this before, but recently I said, you can't disrespect someone in public or publicly and then think that you're gonna apologize in private and it's gonna be substantial. It's gonna be enough. Things don't work that way. Maybe for other people, but for me, absolutely the fuck not. We're not doing it that way. And so, me being an Aquarius sun, it resonates because it feels like that's the energy that Aquarius is in. Which it should have not taken me 10 minutes, 15 minutes to get that message across, now that I think about it. I totally forgot about that. I literally had that conversation not too long ago where I said that to someone. To their face. I actually was in a car with them, telling them, like, you cannot disrespect someone publicly. Publicly. Meaning disrespect them in a way where other people are seeing it, are witnessing it, are experiencing it, are feeling it, are knowing about it. And then think that you're gonna come with your tail tucked and think you're gonna apologize in private and everything is okay. Absolutely the fuck not. And that's exactly Aquarius's energy. Bueno, cada cual pa su culo. Because it feels like someone else is trying to make it seem like Aquarius is being irrational. Feels like someone else is saying that. And Aquarius is like, I don't give a fuck what you think. Just like I'm pretty sure you don't want to know what it is that I think. Like, you don't want me to spit my fucking feelings on this shit because it's gonna hurt some feelings. I don't think you're ready for that. So, 5 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. Someone is not letting go of this conflict. And it may actually be a third-party situation with this 3 of Cups. Someone's not letting go of this conflict. The 6 of Swords fell face up. It's in the reverse, but it fell face up, but then it flipped face down. I think this is someone's worry. Someone's worried about the fact that there is no movement. Or there has been no movement. I don't know that this is Aquarius's energy. This right here, I don't think that this is Aqua's energy. Because this is someone who is like, I'm not letting go of the idea that we'll still be together after some shit like this. See that 3 of Cups there? But someone else is like, God, King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And it's this feeling of like, either bring me the truth and we'll work from there. And if you're not gonna bring me the truth, that's cool too. Just stay the fuck away from me. Like I said before, cada cual pa su culo. It's funny because I resonate. It's almost like I'm pulling cards for myself. Because I feel you. I feel you. Ah. How long am I in this? 30 minutes. Fuck it, all my readings have been longer than 20 minutes anyway. I want to pull from some. I want to pull from. It's funny because I said that and I heard some of you guys like, no, 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 no. You can't leave us like this. Keep going. I want to pull from the Tarot of New Vision. My newest deck. Come on, God. Please turn off the engine, bro. Dang. Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Queen of Swords. It's funny because we saw the King of Swords right before we closed the deck out, which is crazy because it's almost like this has there's a pair here. There's a pair here. Someone's just not, they're just not on the same page. It's a divine pair. They're just not on the same page. They're not on the same page. And I can't shake the fact that someone is making me feel like their Aquarius is being irrational. Something that their Aquarius has done is irrational, which, you know, we're not new to that. Aquariuses are notorious for having patience. And then, because we're human, once our patience runs out, and then when we start waving our swords, because we saw that Seven of Swords, so someone was waving their swords at us first, right, Aquarius? But when we start waving our one sword, that Queen of Swords, that one sword, we wave that shit one time, and now all of a sudden it's not fair. I'm beating you at your own game, and now it's not. Now you don't want to play? Okay. That's funny. It's funny because I feel like a lot of my Aquariuses can relate when like people, when you react to something that's done to you, and people tell you, calm down, you need to relax, it's not that serious. Like, bitch, it ain't that serious to you because you're the one who did it. Or it's not that serious to you because it's not being done to you. Let's flip the script for a second and see how much of this shit you could take. See how long before you start to wild the fuck out. I don't know, but this reading just shifted my whole energy, boy. Like, triggering as fuck. So the very first card out was this Knave of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. We saw this guy a lot earlier today in the live. I'm actually, Aquarius, I'm actually gonna post this shit tonight. Fuck it. I did 2 lives today, and I got a video coming out tomorrow morning, but we're gonna post this bonus today because fuck it. Page of Pentacles. This is a learning curve. Whether this is Aquarius needing to learn something from this situation, or someone else who's been playing with you, Aquarius, is learning or has learned slowly but surely. Which I'm laughing because I said this. I mean, I say it all the time, but I said this earlier in the fucking, I think the second half of the live. Someone is learning, Aquarius, you're teaching someone that when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. I always say that shit. So the fact that it's coming out now again, it's just, it solidifies for me even more the fact that I need to just post this shit tonight. Like, just post it. Fuck it. Page of Pentacles, and then this card fell on top of it, face down, which this card is the Knight of Pentacles. Ooh. Page of Pentacles and then the Knight of Pentacles. It's more than just someone learning. Someone has actually been studying this. Someone is learning how to... Someone is growing up, collective. The page is really immature energy typically. Like if we're talking maturity and like age and stuff, someone is extremely immature, or was immature, or excuse me, they acted from a premature stance, so they didn't really think before acting. And they're learning. They have learned, the student, they have learned how to take their time. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight, but he's also the next level after the page. Page, knight, queen, king, emperor, empress, emperor. That's the way it goes in any suit. And so someone is growing up. Someone is realizing that they have to grow up if they're gonna come correct, or if they're gonna come to Aquarius at all. The World, completion, an ending of something. Something is done. Something is done. And then we got the Five of Swords. This arguing, this toxic, this dark times. Look at this card. These dark times, someone is done with this. They're finished with this. The World is also Capricorn energy. The World is also Capricorn energy. We got Four of Pentacles. So again, we see this again because we saw it in the inversion. Someone is not letting go of the thought of this connection, of the thought of this union, if it is romantic, or this thought of like starting this job this way. Like, it's like someone's not letting go of the idea of this. Nine of Chalices. Nine of Chalices, which is the Nine of Cups. This is wish fulfillment. Someone isn't giving up because this is their wish fulfillment. The Empress. The Empress, Aquarius. That's growth. This can also be pregnancy, so be very careful if that's not what you're planning for, right? If that's not what you're trying to be doing, be careful with what you're doing. But it doesn't have to be pregnancy. This could also be growth, just personal development, or within a connection. Or someone could be looking at you, Aqua, like you are their Empress. Empress energy. Empress energy embodies all four queens. She's a little bit of all of them. She's sexy like the Queen of Wands. She's straightforward like the Queen of Swords. She's empathic and loving and nurturing like the Queen of Cups. And she's sufficient. She's self-sufficient. She is about her bag. She gets to the bag like the Queen of Pentacles. She's a little bit of all four. There's a new beginning with this Ace of Wands and the Knight of Cups. There's a new beginning, a new love offer with an Empress that is someone's wish fulfillment that they're not letting go of. So they're having to end the toxic shit. And so because they have to do that, they're learning how to move cautiously and how to think before they act and speak. Aqua. Look at this. You know what's crazy is that Eight of Pentacles at the bottom, and this Eight of Pentacles, Aquarius, he's not working alone. He's not working on this thing alone. He has someone helping him in the background. And I think, Aqua, that even after the shitstorm that someone has, I was gonna say dragged you through, but obviously if you've allowed certain behaviors, then certain behaviors is what continued, right? And so I'm not gonna say someone dragged you through it. I'm gonna say what you have been through with someone. Someone is now understanding that the role that you played, the things that you've done, the things that you've said, even throughout all the pain and hurt, even throughout all the difficult times, it's like this person, they're feeling like my Aquarius never swayed. My Aquarius never swayed. My Aquarius never gave up on me. My Aquarius never looked down on me. My Aquarius did the utmost to try to meet me halfway. And so someone is respecting you for it and admiring you for it. And that Eight of Pentacles showing up like that, not working alone. I think, Aquarius, that even for those of you who are watching this, like, no motherfucker from my past better not come back to me, blah, 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 blah. That's cool. Sound good. But I think that for the majority of you, I think that you guys would be open and receptive also working with someone, again, whether it's romantic or platonic, working with someone who just couldn't get it together in the past, as long as they show you that they're getting it together now. Look at this. The Knight of Pentacles again, this time with the Six of Swords in the upright. In the inversion, we kept seeing the Six of Swords in the reverse. No movement. Someone was worried about the fact that there was no movement. And now here it is. It's slow. It's at someone's pace, someone else's pace. Earth energy. Again, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus with this pentacle. But this is also air energy, Aquarius. So it's almost like you, air energy, Aquarius, are willing to move forward with someone and move even at their pace, as long as they're consistent in showing that this is also what they want to do. Coming together, working together. Three of Cups again, we see it. Aquarius, I fuck with y'all the extra long way. I love y'all and I appreciate you guys wholehearted. A lot of you have been donating to the Cashapp and I appreciate you guys more than you could even know. Like, it's crazy to me that is even happening. For those of you where anything resonated here, don't hesitate to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps my channel. And even if it didn't resonate, there's gonna be a shitload of other videos going up. Like I said, I even filmed two different lives today alone. So it's gonna be a lot of content coming up. Collective, I fuck with y'all. I love y'all, and I'm about to get out of here because I gotta go pick up my baby, my earth energy, my little Taurus pain in the ass. And I'll be back with more videos soon. Collective.